So why are we outside here today?
We are outside in Justin's beautiful garden because we are discussing or telling you about our experiences with outdoor venues and events we did during COVID. What levels?
So we're only covering level 1 to 3. Level 4 and 5, I think, are the most severe lockdowns.
We were indoors for that. So we'll see if we'll make another video for that. But this was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So outdoors, and we also wanted to take into consideration risk factors, which Justin will put a little video picture to show you the kind of risk factors we're talking about and what you deem.
Yeah, no, and just to state it's limited to Gauteng.
Thank you for remembering that.
So if you're in Durban or Cape Town and other places, unfortunately, this is mainly for Joburg. So if you're a tourist or even if you're a couple within Joburg, these are some outdoor things that you can do that are relatively low risk.
Yeah, so when you see the picture that Justin's going to post, it's basically we did 2 medium low risk things because we were also very paranoid about COVID, which I think is a good thing. But let's get into it and not make this too long. Okay, so we rated them. We have about 4 events and 1 honorable mention that we attended. Not events, but places. And we did a 3 type of rating scale with 3 things. Justin, you want to tell them what we rated?
It's the rating scale is based on safety, price, and entertainment, and each of those gets a rating out of 10, and it's 1 being poor, 5 being average, and 10 being great. So in terms of safety, is it poor, average, or great? In terms of price, same thing, poor, average, or great, and the same goes for entertainment. So although we had personal favorites as well, using this scale really opened up our eyes to actually what was the best to do during the lockdown.
Yeah, and we'll put the scale as well so you can see it on the video.
Put it here. Do that thing you're doing.
Okay. But you're just gonna make me do this for empty air. I know you.
Probably.
Okay, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, so rating at number 5. We have...
Well, that's an honorable mention.
Okay, rating at number 4. Let's do honorable mention last.
Okay, number 4 being Little Paris in Hartbeer Sport.
Yes. Just a little disclaimer, when you're going there, we discovered if you even want to see the dam, don't type parties on your GPS. It'll take you to some complex, and it was very awkward to go there. Type Hartbeer Sport Tunnel and you'll get there easier and quicker.
Pro tip.
Yeah, that's a pro tip. Do you have like a little icon for pro tip?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so...
that got 12 out of 30.
Yeah, I got 12 out of 30 because... In terms of safety, we weren't very wowed with safety. Social distancing wasn't a big thing. And I don't think that's the place's fault. I think it was people not really adhering to it and it being such a close quarter. But mind you, all we actually did was go and see the little Eiffel Tower. And you can talk about price.
Yeah, I think in terms of price, it is quite expensive because we weren't staying at a flat at Hartbeer Sport or holiday sort of chalet. Yeah, but if you were in the area, I think it would be relatively cheap to go there and visit, and had it not been locked down, maybe the aquarium would have been open. Yeah,
and all of the other shops nearby too.
So we don't hate this destination. It didn't get 12 out of 30 because we hate it.
Yeah.
It's mainly because out of our distance in terms of what we had to travel out of Midrand and not being within Hartbeer Sport, it got that score.
Yeah, for petrol, for everything, and also 100 Rand to buy a lock. That really peeved off Justin.
No, but it was great memorabilia too.
Definitely.
And
we kept it. We didn't put it on the Eiffel Tower. We kept ours. We'll actually put a picture and everything in there. But I think if you're a Paris lover, it's definitely a good place to go. I know quite a few of my friends are.
Entertainment, our last one.
Oh yeah.
you talked it.
Entertainment. I wanted to always see Little Paris, to be honest. So I think it was quite interesting. But because of lockdown, and since we're doing this for lockdown, besides the cafe and the Eiffel Tower, mini Eiffel Tower, you can't really do much there. So yeah, that's the reason we scored the entertainment quite average.
5 gets a number 5, pretty average.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, and then number 3. What was our number 3? We wrote it down really badly. And this is why we're struggling.
Oh, you can see we first timers.
Yeah, Fun Garland.
Yes, now I'm very excited to talk about this one, and Justin will probably have to fast forward me. You can do those funny post-editing things with his fast forwards. But yeah, Van Galen.
It's actually our favorite.
It is our favorite, but it scored low. You'll see why, because it is quite pricey. And we did 2 things there. We did a cheese tour, and being a food scientist, I was very happy to do that cheese tour. And then we also did the hike, the 15-kilometer hike.
That's ridiculous. But yeah, that scored 16 out of 30.
Reason being, like, entertainment wise, it was very interesting learning how to make cheese. So if you are interested in learning how to make cheese, definitely do the tour. It was amazing.
And the hike was fantastic.
The hike was the highlight. It felt so ethereal. It felt amazing.
So it's high on entertainment value.
Yes.
We scored it like a 9 out of 10.
Oof. We can't even describe how much it was beautiful. You have to go see the pictures. Top beautiful, just agriculture.
And then price was quite
expensive, hey, for the cheese tour, and then the hike.
It was relatively cheap. If you did the hike alone, it would have been. But the drive, you also have to account for petrol.
Yes, petrol. But we'll put our calculations as well there. The price is there for you to just give a rough estimate. But all in all, we quite enjoyed the venue.
Safety, though, was relatively low. It scored a 4.
That's because of the cheese tour, though.
Yeah, if you didn't do the cheese tour and you went directly on the hike, it wouldn't really be that bad on safety.
Yeah, because they have a lot of pathways too. So you can choose whatever. We went for what was our pathway called? Monkeys?
We did the longest one.
Yes.
15K.
So everyone did different hikes, but if you're going to do the cheese tour, they take you into their mini pilot plant to show you, and you also sit outside next to people when they do give you a little introduction on cheese.
Oh, and pro tip.
Oh, but they do give you a little cake and tea. Continue.
No. Our pro tip is that the markings at Van Carlin's are not good.
Yes, that is a very interesting pro tip there. The markings are not good, so that's why we ended up doing 15K. So think about that, and yeah.
Okay, and then number 2. Number 2 was Pretoria Zoo.
Yes. Oh, I love zoos. That's, I think, why it scored number 2. Reason being is that I've been to zoos since my 24 years. Literally, since I was 1 year old, I've been to zoos.
And then tell them what our actual score was out of 30.
Yes, 18.
Okay.
18 out of 30. It was quite good. Price though, it's quite expensive. That's the thing. And if you're don't feel like walking and want to hire a buggy, that's also, and the weights as well for entertainment.
What about safety?
Safety. Besides standing in the line to go in, and if you want to hire a buggy and go in the same buggy as other people, that would be quite low. And also if you're doing indoor, like viewing indoor animals, that's quite restrictive.
And also it's a high volume area, because it's a public area and it's attracting a lot of traffic. So in that sense, we also rated it a bit low, because the best destinations are high volume areas. And then in terms of entertainment,
if you love animals, because that's basically all you can do is just view an animal.
But
I love animals.
It was nice walking, going about.
You can see we're very outdoors people that love walking. No, but definitely. And the aquarium is super nice. So if we didn't get a chance to see the aquarium at Little Paris, so the aquarium at the zoo is amazing.
And we gave it an 8 out of 10 for entertainment.
Oh, but I have to admit with the zoo, quickly, the safety. When we went into the aquarium, because it was a place, we had to take those little pigs.
Yeah.
So they did account for the amount of people going in. You had to pick up a pig, and that way they could account for the amount of people going into the aquarium.
And then I think a pro tip would be, if you want to get into the golf carts, You
Go early, first thing.
Yeah, you have to go early.
Otherwise
Don't go
it's
late.
shitty. Oh, and a few things are closed, unfortunately, with the zoo. I wanted to take him to the little like bird maze that I went last time, and it was closed due to COVID.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
And then drum roll.
Oh,
Had
number
a-
one. It's
had a
not
drum
even
roll.
that entertaining, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think number one includes all parks and picnic areas.
Yes. So we went to quite a few actually. We went to James and Ethel Gray Park, which you introduced me to. I'm very happy about
Mhm.
that. We went to Zoo Lake. Oh yeah. Went to Zoo Lake. Where else did we go?
Zoo Lake, James and Ethel Gray Park. We went to Mushroom Park.
Oh
in Sandton.
yes, Mushroom Park.
Yeah.
Went to quite a few.
So, although it's not a big reveal, the reason why we said.
That's why ratings, I think, is so interesting. We
Yeah.
found that we would have rated Van
Wait,
Garland.
you got to tell them the points.
Oh yeah.
So we got 22 out of 30 for that.
Mhm.
And in terms of safety, we rated it 8.
Yes.
Because it's quite safe. I mean, social distancing,
Hmm.
yes. I think our president said that he's closing down parks on public areas. That's mainly because people are gathering in large
And
groups.
doing braais and whatnot. We went as a couple, and you could social distance. It's quite big, especially with James and Ethel Gray Park, and it's also friendly for dogs, which is great, and pets. But also, we added it, made it a whole event with a picnic and a photo shoot, because he's quite good at photography, actually. So, and I love modeling, so it worked out perfectly.
And then for price it gets a 9.
Because it's free. All public parks are free, which is amazing, and only petrol. That's the only
A
thing.
lot of background noise. Sorry, YouTube crowd.
Probably one person viewing our video.
And then in terms of entertainment, we gave it a 5 because there's not much you can.
Yeah, besides picnic, photo shoot, kites. You make your own entertainment there.
But
Entertainment's not really provided.
I think the big takeaway is why the parks ended up being rated number 1. And
In terms of COVID, yeah, it's safety and price. Those are the two main things that you look at.
Yeah, not just price alone, but also accessibility as well. Because it was accessible because the price is low, number 1, and safety is quite high. It's something you can do on a regular basis.
That is very true. How often are you going to go to Hearties and do a hike before your legs give up?
Yeah, exactly. So that was our key insights because of it was highly accessible because of the price being so low, and also the safety being quite high if you're not doing big gatherings or going with a lot of friends. And then honorable mention.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. That was quite interesting. We actually went to a Roadhouse drive-in, which is a first for me. He's gone before. I've never been to a drive-in movie, so that was quite fun. It was actually in a actual
Bryanston. I think it was the
St.
school.
Cyrians.
Yeah, St. Cyrian's high school
and
school.
residential area. It was quite interesting to see a highly equipped area there, and we went to see Jungle Book and Die Hard. But
that gets an 18 out of 30. On safety, it's a 7. Price, it's a 5 out of 10. Entertainment, it's a 6 out of 10. But the reason why it's an honorable mention is because
they closed down.
Yeah, they closed down. It's a once-off event. So if it does come again, keep your eyes open.
Yeah, and they play movies that you love and enjoy, so that's the reason for our entertainment rating is 6. There are no new movies, and in terms of safety, if you park in an area where you're not going to be next to people, I think you're good to go. We're done.
No, you got to tell people to. I'm softer, so you got to tell them do the subscribe, like, notify, and follow. Whatever. Yeah.
Subscribe, like, notify, and follow.
I think it's that. I don't know. I think.
But yeah, just like our page, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon on top.
It's our first informative video we've done.
Yes, and we'll get better as time progresses. And I think in terms of just being a couple, actually doing this video taught us a lot about each other too.
Yeah, we had a little fight. Mainly me throwing a hissy fit.
Shame. Shame, no. I think, yeah, in terms of being with a couple, you can you just wipe something on
I
me.
did it.
I think this is also just make a video and do planning in terms of being a couple. I think it'll be quite interesting to see where you guys differ. It's even in rating, we differed in our rating choices. So yeah, it's quite interesting.
But it's fun.
It was fun. I mean, I liked it. Yeah.
The art. Give it that.
Okay.